understand, sometimes there are assumptions that men and women should not interact with each other at all, under any circumstance. That's what Islam wants. That isn't true. As a matter of fact, non-mahram, man and woman, talking to each other in public, outside, is mentioned in the Quran. Musa alayhi salam went up to two girls that were not his mahram. And he went over and talked to them and said, "What's wrong with you ladies? Ma khatmukuma? What's wrong with you?" And they said, well, we can't feed our animals until the whole flock is done. They had a conversation. He didn't go up to them and say, "Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya ukhtayya, my two sisters, fil Islam." He doesn't know even if they're no Muslims. They don't know. They don't know him, he doesn't know them. They don't know he's Musa alayhi salam. They don't know that. They don't know any of that. But they had a conversation with each other. A non-mahram talking to another non-mahram about what? A problem. They were wrestling with sheep. So you have to go talk to them. What are you doing? What's going on? Can I help with something? But he didn't prolong the conversation. He kept it to the point. What are we learning in Quran? If you keep your conversation to the point, it's fine. You might have a female co-worker. You might have a class. I have students. I have to answer their questions. They have a right to me as much as the brothers have a right to me. Because I'm teaching a class, it's a matter of justice. I can't put them in the back and not give them the same kind of attention. It's not fair. And I brought this up. If in education, is it fair or not? This is no, it's acceptable. There are ulama that are more conservative on this, and there are ulama that allow it too. But there are plenty of mainstream Ahl Sunnah across the schools of thought scholars that allow this. That allow, for example, this kind of setting, if it's meant with certain kind of restrictions. There shouldn't be small talk. If I crack a joke, it's to the entire audience, not to sisters by themselves, or something, because that's inappropriate. That's not right, right? And you're supposed to have a certain line. There's supposed to be a certain line of discomfort between you and myself, or between you and any other non-mahram. There's supposed to be a line of discomfort. There's supposed to be a level of seriousness. You're not supposed to be giggly when you come up individually and talk to a non-mahram man. You're not supposed to be like, no, I have a question, brother. You said this. Why? Learn to be like that. Learn not to be giggly around non-mahram men. Not smiley. Jazakallahu khairan for so many things you're doing. No. Say that on your own. Don't come up and say it to me. Don't come up and say it to me. Say that to your dad. Jazakallahu khairan, Baba. You're so awesome. Great. When you come up to a non-mahram, if it's your teacher, if it's the imam of the masjid, if it's your employer, keep a serious tone. Keep a serious tone. When a woman uses a serious tone, the man becomes serious automatically. Girl comes up to you, you think she's kind of pretty, she comes up to you and says, "Assalamu alaikum." You're not going to get your player on now. It's done. It's over. But she comes up to you and says, "Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh." No good. No good for you. Then you'll be like, "Oh, wa alaikum salam." That's bad for you. So you have to keep a stern voice. And these rules, I'm kind of alluding to them, Surah An-Nur already covers them. These rules are already there. You have to keep a stern voice. You have to keep your eyes low. As low as it doesn't mean you don't look away like, "Brother, I have a question." Like you don't do that either. But you don't stare at the person. You're like, "Yes, sister, do ask." No, not like that. Not like that. يَغُضُّ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. That's normal. It's not like over the top, but the idea is to keep yourself low. Don't stare. Make just enough eye contact to get your point across, and that's it. That's all. You don't need more than that. So these certain things, they are the guidelines by which public settings make it okay.
Who wants 1 million rewards in literally 7 seconds? Who wants to have 1 million sins forgiven, minor sins this is, in 7 seconds, the same 7 seconds? And who wants to gain a palace in Jannah through 7 seconds, the same 7 seconds. Okay, now what is it? It's a hadith in Tirmidhi, it's with a good chain. It's hadith in Tirmidhi, it's a good chain. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he said, whosoever goes to the marketplace. So marketplace means anywhere there's market, there's stalls, there's shopping, whatever, people are busy with the dunya and so on. You pass by there, you don't even have to go to the market to buy something. You pass by there and you say the following words. You say, La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lahu, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu, yuhyi wa yumitu, wa huwa hayyun la yamutu, biyadihi al-khayr, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. That will take you about 7 seconds to say. In one instant, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, alf hasana. You get 1 million good deeds there and then. You get 1 million sins forgiven there and then. And Allah will create for you and He will make for you a house in Jannah. Allahu Akbar.
In the Emirates, they've had several mortal fatalities, car accidents from people taking selfies. They kill themselves driving. We had it in America, people taking selfies. One girl was listening to the Happy song. You know, this stupid song about happy like a house without a roof. I mean, who the hell's going to be happy if they have a house without a roof? And so they're listening to this song, and she tweets to her friend, oh, I'm so happy listening to the Happy song. And she goes into the other lane and has a head-on collision. That was the last thing she tweeted.
وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. And what is the life of this world except a deceptive pleasure? And it is deceptive, ya ikhwan, Allahu yubarak feekum, because the one who lives in this dunya, he begins to think that it lasts forever. That the happiness and the state in which he is in, that state will last forever. وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. But the life of this world, the happiness, the riches of these worlds, they're deceptive in that. Because they will not last forever. كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every soul will taste death.
It is natural that a person is afraid of death. But for a believer, they use this fear and they use this reminder as a motivation so that we don't get deluded and lost in the matters of the world, of the dunya. And oh, how extremely magnetizing the dunya can be to a person. Wallahi, it can take over their whole mind, it'll take over the whole body, it can take over their whole heart, until a person no longer knows who they are anymore. You see a person who is dying, they don't take anything with them. We would give up the whole world for our breathing, wouldn't we? Yes, we would. And that person at the time of death would give up everything so that they can live another minute, another hour. Allah says this in the Quran, that when death comes to them, those who have neglected their duties to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
الله يسامح الزمن ويسامحك وياه، إن كان للفرحة